Good morning, YouTube. This is Jason with the Tactical Data Desk, the guy with the face for radio, bringing you your free GEX exposure and some readings of pre-market here at 8:43 a.m. on Tuesday, March 24th. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope you're enjoying this, and I hope you like this data. If you do, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It helps me reach more of you, helps me provide more of this free gamma exposure so you guys can plan your trading day. I've got the NinjaTrader HUD up for ES. Let's look at your 0 DTE call wall so far today. 6,700, put wall at 6,500. You can see those shifts are down by 105. We're at negative GEX and negative 51 million. Take a look at these lines on the chart right here. We are looking like we've got some good support at for ES down to 65.49. Remember, there's a big difference since ES is the June expiration, and we are trading SPX here in March. There's about a 50-point difference, so all this accounts for that difference on here. But we're below the 0 DTE gamma line, just flipped below it. That's why the HUD is reporting negative right now, and you can see today's volume profile. I'll stretch this out for you. We are almost to value. We are at value area low, well below the point of control. You can see real thin trading right here, real high trading right here, a thin node developing here. If we break below 65.94, a lot of thin volume, no reason that it would get propped up. So mark those lines on your chart and get ready to trade today. Let's check out NQ. Here is your gamma profile for NQ. Look at that massive call wall here at 24,497. Price hit it, immediately rejected, almost came up to it again and immediately rejected. And you can see that this is your volume area point of control. Also, this is why you got to have the gamma exposure on there. It makes a difference to see and help all your other indicators to include volume make a difference. Another massive call wall up here. You see that green line? And we are below the volatility trigger, but still above the 0 gamma line here and above the put wall that's all the way down to 23,800. That's the lowest we've seen it in quite a while. Pretty huge shift on NDX here. Again, all pre-market. So at 9:30, this all changes, but go ahead and mark those lines here. We got pretty good positive gamma here on NQ futures at 24,259. That may be support, but who knows what's happening. Let's check the since the London Open, the overnight bias here on ES. The overnight bias is negative 72% with a net short, so potentially a rebalance long at open. Your cumulative volume delta since 3 a.m. is negative 6504. Negative 6504. Gosh, it'd help if I could talk, wouldn't it? That's pretty big negative cumulative volume delta, and you can see again that volume profile as it's stretched out. Some thin trading below that value area low, which is what you'd expect. This is this is today's overnight low down there, all the way at 65.82. If you like playing liquidity sweeps, that's your mark right there, the overnight low. You can mark that on your chart. Here's NQ, negative 60% overnight bias. So since open, 60% of the candles have closed less than what it opened at. We've got negative cumulative volume delta of minus 726. That's up from what it was a little bit earlier. And you can see that volume profile with a pretty big volume spike here at 24,290. See that blue line? And some thin volume trading below this value area low, and your point of control is all the way up here at 24,486. And we are well below the overnight high and still above the overnight low of 24,196. All right. Let's bring up some dashboards, shall we? Here is your tactical data desk GEX dashboard for XPX. You can see the GEX profile right now at 847. The spot price is the closing price as of yesterday. Remember SPX doesn't trade live price until market open at 9:30. And intraday GEX doesn't start until 9:30 because there's really no point in showing that till then. But call wall 6,700, put wall says 6,500 right now. We know that's going to open lower. Let's check out NDX. Here's your GEX exposure. You can see it's relatively thin until we get down to 23.8. We've got some minor call walls at 24.25, but your real call walls are up there at 24.49 looks like, and then another one at 24.6. And then let's pop down to the rut, 25.35 and 24.4, 24.45 pre-market. Some thin exposure down until 24.60. So we'll check what that opens up, where we'll be in the spot price. Then your biggest positive gamma exposure doesn't hit till 25.30. So you can expect some range right here on the rut if you like to trade the rut futures. Let's check SPY. I've noticed every time we report 0 DTE call walls and put walls pre-market on SPY, they change in the first few minutes due to dealer positioning right after open. But this is your gamma exposure for SPY. Spot price is closed. SPY is trading right now on the bid live at 652. So the 655 spot prices as of close yesterday. On the bid 652 live on pre-market. And let's check out the Qs. And the Qs, 585 put wall. The Qs are trading 585 right now. Let's check out that gamma exposure when I hit the live stream today, right at 9:30. We'll watch that update. And IWM 250 and 240. Change the zoom in on that. 240 is a pretty big put wall. Looks good. Let's see if NVDA got pulled in today. Yep. Put wall 172, NVIDIA at 174, just $1 below where it closed yesterday. Might have a tight trading range on NVIDIA. And then Tesla, 385 and 370. Tesla is 378 pre-market. And you can see a lot of resistance at 385 on Tesla. And then if we check out the new dashboard I'm showing, let's look at what the pre-market is for SPX. Here's your gamma exposure. You can see the difference between negative gamma and positive gamma at all the strikes. Here's 6,500, 6,550, 6,600, and 6,550. The net premium, I don't start collecting that till 9:30 when most of the market activity is happening. Your net GEX is negative 51 million. Your 0 DTE net DEX is negative 10 billion. Your net VEX is 1.15 billion, and your net VANA is 11.48 million. Your OPEX call wall is 6,700, and your OPEX put wall is 6,475, which is April's expiration, and it's just below today's 0 DTE put wall. Here's the cheat sheet. You can pause this video and read that. It tells you what's happening with net GEX gamma exposure, net GEX delta exposure, the volatility of the Greeks, the VEX, and the VANA, and then the combinations of what to do. And I'll make a video on those at some point. Let's flip over to Think or Swim, and let's check out a couple tickers. Let's start with NVIDIA. Here is NVIDIA. I've got the OPEX call walls on here if you'd like to swing trade. Your OPEX max negative gamma is 170, pre-market 174. Your max positive gamma is all the way up 190. So on April, they're expecting some upside more than they're expecting downside. And then your VANA magnet is 190. So if we get some IV crush, you can expect price to drift up to 190. This will be for your swing trading portfolio if you like to do that. Here we are on Apple. Apple's still stuck on OPEX at 260 for both. So tight range and really not a lot below that. And your VANA magnet's up at 270. So if volatility gets stuck, it starts shrinking big time, which we've got a lot right now, so don't expect it to shrink too much. If volatility starts shrinking, you can expect Apple to cruise up to 270. And then let's check Tesla. Here we are on Tesla. The OPEX max negative gamma is 370. Positive gamma is all the way up to 400. Let's find the magnet. The magnet's all the way up to 450. So we've got some action up there. And you can see your wall shifts are unchanged so far. Pre-market 378. Yesterday closed 380. Amazon at 220 for both the call walls and put walls. You can see the biggest GEX of negative 6 million for the negative and 12 million for the positive. So upside they're looking for on Amazon if we can get out of that volatility. Magnet is higher at 230, so they're expecting that to drift up. Meta, your max negative gamma is at 600 on the OPEX. Your max positive gamma is at 650 on the OPEX. And the values are just about the same at 2.5 million and 2.6 million, with your VANA magnet all the way up to 700 at 4.5 million. And you can see the put wall shifted up 20 points on Meta. This is your OPEX put wall shift up 20 points on Meta. So that's sign of higher positioning on Meta. Qs on the OPEX. Here we are, stuck at 600 on the call wall and put wall. Your Vanna Magnet up to 630. We're all the way down to 585. So they're expecting upside to 630 if we get IV crush and the volatility starts to go away. Let's check the SPY. Your max gamma negative is 680 at negative 61 million. Positive is, I'm sorry, 640. I said 680. Positive is 680 at 11 million. So not a lot of positive gamma, only at 11 million. And then your Phantom Magnet is 585, which is all the way down. It's about 80 points below. We're at 652 pre-market, 655 close. IWM, max negative gamma 240, positive gamma 260, but the negative gamma is 42 million, the positive is 8 million. So that's your big wall down there. Your Vanna Magnet's all the way down to 230 at negative 14 million. No change on the OPEX put and call walls. AVGO, if you like to trade that, your max negative gamma is at 320, positive gamma is at 350. The positive gamma outweighs the negative gamma. Your magnet's all the way up to 360. Put wall moved up 10 points, so that's a good sign for AVGO if you like to swing trade that or if you're already holding it in your portfolio. Netflix, your max negative gamma is at 96, which is above the current spot price right now. That's negative 5.6 million. Your positive gamma is 100 at 14 million, and your Vanna Magnet is at 100 as well. We'll check that when it opens. We'll run an update on there. Palantir, I know this is a pretty huge favorite of a lot of people. Oh, that's a drawing I have on there. I need to delete that. I'm sorry about that. Max negative gamma is at 155. Positive gamma is below that, which is crazy, at 150, along with your magnet at 150. Your put wall on the OPEX moved up 15 points. That's probably why it's higher. So who knows where Palantir is going to go in the next month. GLD, if you like to trade the gold or you trade gold futures, OPEX is stuck at 420 with the Vanna Magnet up to 495. Gold's had a lot of volatility. I think gold yesterday was down at 300 points at one point. USO, if you like to trade oil or crude futures or just this ETF, your positive gamma is at 120 at 3.5 million. Your negative gamma is at 100 at negative 1.9 million. So the positive outweighs the negative, and your magnet's up at 135. And then SPX, your OPEX is all the way up to 700. Says the max negative's up at 702. But we know that's not true. Probably just a miscalculation in the open interest. And then your magnet is up at 7,000. So you know that the call wall has been 7,000 for a while on OPEX and quarterly. So if we do get IV crush, you can expect it to drift back up to 7,000, which has been the resistance point on SPX for quite some time. So that's your check on the markets. I think I'm going to add MU Micron to this ticker list and pull it in. This is my OPEX ticker list. I also have a script that I pull in for 0DTE that I put in Thinkorswim and NinjaTrader. I'll be releasing that via newsletter. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. So that sums up the market recap for today, 8:56 a.m. Get ready for your trading day. Get ready for today's live stream starting at 9:30. If you like this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Again, this is Jason. I'm a 25-year Air Force veteran. I just do this as a hobby, trying to bring you guys data to help you out with your trading day. Totally free. I don't charge any monthly subscriptions for this. I don't think you need to pay for it. It's not that hard to get. You're getting it from me, so let's fire this up. Go out there and make some money today, guys. And if you do, hit me up in the comments and let me know. Let's spread the word. All right. Tactical Data Desk out.